do you feel like the commercialization of a shorter acting drug is where things are leading right now?
I do. I see a tremendous amount of interest in these shorter acting compounds. A lot of the industry is turning in this direction, whether or not it's just going to offer additional tools for the clinician's toolkit that will allow, either personalization or to direct the treatment toward a particular indication, a particular patient outcome. We're not sure exactly yet, but I think over time, what we'll see is perfecting treatment strategies that will involve, you know, a, a very short experience that is done in conjunction with psychotherapy over a very short term. So this type of compound may change the strategy for psychotherapeutic engagement completely from the way it exists now under classic psychedelics. So the shorter duration experience, again, makes it more accessible, possibly to communities for which the experience may be contraindicated because the experience is over so quickly. So I'm thinking here of borderline diagnosis or schizophrenia. We may be able to move into the treatment of those indications with a shorter acting compound. Again, from the clinician's point of view, the real benefit is the reduction in the amount of clinical resources that are necessary to manage the experience, or the acute experience over the short term. We have something that is much more manageable and much easier for a clinician to supervise. Another area that we haven't really touched on is the anti-inflammatory aspect of these compounds and the development of anti-inflammatory and autoimmune diseases, and also non-hallucinogenic forms of these compounds that support the neuroplasticity that is developed by the hallucinogenic compounds. So at Aya, we're taking a look at non-hallucinogenic forms of DMT, and our thought is that eventually we'll see a treatment strategy that involves the use of hallucinogenic compound at the outset, but then subsequently with a take-home medication, something that is able to preserve and extend the duration of the treatment effect over the long term. These would be non-hallucinogenic compounds, but would support the neuroplasticity that was developed in the initial psychedelic experiences.
Yeah, you took my next question right out of my mouth to talk about kind of that, I don't want to say sub-therapeutic, but such low dose DMT. We heard Algernon talking about that yesterday in their stroke treatment therapies, or the responses they're getting in animal models. Do you, Tim, how do you feel, or how does Entheon feel? Do you feel like the actual trip itself is the treatment, or do you feel like the actual drug working on the neurons, I guess you can say in a simplistic form, is what's actually happening?